Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to understand about the Terraform state rm command. Okay, so this command comes under the Terraform moving resources and use it to remove items from the Terraform state. So this command can remove single resource, single instance of a resource, entire modules, and even more. Okay, so let's start with the Terraform state list. Okay, so let me clear this and say Terraform state list and then list the resources in the Terraform state, and then after that dry run. Okay, dry run of removing the EC2 instance. Okay, so now Terraform state rm remove the resource, and you can say dry run and provide the resource name. Okay, AWS instance dot myec2 VM new. So let me copy this. Okay, and then we are just dry running it to see the output what it is going to show us. Okay, so would remove AWS instance so and so. So now let's remove the dry run and then really run it, so that what happens. So before really running it, let's see which version of Terraform TF state is running. Okay, so this is the third version currently present. So now let's run it and then see which version we will have. Okay, so let me Control C or let it run. Okay, so we'll remove the dry run and then again run it. Okay, so let's wait. Clear, remove dry run and then run it, and it should also update the new version of the state in the S3 bucket. Okay, remove the EC2 instance from the state and releasing the log, and this may take a few moments. Okay, and now if you see, we have the fourth version of the terraform.tf state file available here, and it also released the log. Okay, so what it does is it took the backup. It is in local, it is going to show this way, but in the remote it will take the new version. Okay, removes it from the, and it also removes the resource from the terraform.tf state file. So now let's make a Terraform plan and then see what happens. Okay, Terraform plan. So let it run to get the output. What it is going to tell you is, it will tell you that resource is not in the state file, but same is present in your Terraform manifest, which is nothing but in your configuration. So now what you are going to do with that? Okay, inside this, which is nothing but your desired state, do you want to recreate it? This will recreate a new EC2 instance excluding one created earlier and then running. Okay, so now here we need to understand one thing. So when you remove any of the resource from the Terraform state file, you are telling the system that this resource don't need to be managed by the Terraform going forward. So I really don't need it. Okay, to be managed. Example, whatever the EC2 instance here, it is running here, right? So this one, what did you say now is like, by removing this instance from the Terraform TF state, you are saying that this instance no need to be managed using the Terraform going forward. That's what you have done now. Okay, so now what you are going to do is, these are the choices you need to make. You want this resource to be running on cloud but should not be managed by Terraform, then you can remove that from the state. That's about it. Okay, and also you can remove the same thing from desired state if you want or not. Okay, so that's a different story here. Okay, so that the one running in AWS cloud current infra, this instance will be independent of the Terraform. That's what you are trying to ensure, that it is not handled by Terraform by removing it from the state. And another thing is, if you want to a new resource to be created without deleting the other one, which means now this became a non-Terraform managed resource after removing its state from the state file. Okay, now the next thing is, if you run the Terraform plan and apply, it is going to create a new resource. Okay, in that place, and it will ignore this resource whatever is running, which means this becomes the non-Terraform managed resource, and new one will be created which will be a Terraform managed resource. Okay, so this is the 86 resource. Let's leave it like that, and let's what it is saying is, when I say Terraform plan, right, if you see here, when I run the Terraform plan, it is going to create a new resource here. Okay, and then update the output. So now let's say Terraform apply and see what happens. Okay, a new resource should be created. So let's wait for it to be created. Acquiring state lock, and it will print all the stuff. And then if I say yes, it is going to create a new resource which will be updated in the Terraform. So I made a choice 2 here, okay, which is nothing but I want a new resource to be created with this name, and the existing one need to be left as is, okay. So without which is like a non-Terraform managed resource. I want to do so, so I have done it. So I made a choice 2 here. So we'll see what happens, okay. So we can see here a new EC2 instance got created. So let's go here and then refresh it. See, a new EC2 instance got created with IP as .58, 54, 237, 31, 58. Now this new one will be the Terraform managed one, and this one is a non-Terraform managed one, okay. So if whatever is the thing running earlier is a non-Terraform managed one. Now Terraform doesn't care about this resource. So if you want any resource to be non-Terraform managed, if you want to remove any resources from Terraform, then you can use the Terraform state rm and then that resource information, so that it will be removed from the state. If it is removed from the state, that means Terraform don't have any information about its real cloud infrastructure object, okay. So which means Terraform cannot manage that respective resource. That's about the Terraform state rm command. So now one more thing we need to see. The next thing is Terraform state replace provider command, okay. So this comes under Terraform moving resources, and this command is used to replace the provider for Terraform. So currently what happens is like you are using the HashiCorp AWS provider, right? And this HashiCorp AWS provider, and then you have hosted your own provider, or you want to get that from a different location, okay. Then that provider information you want to change directly in your state files, okay. So you can say Terraform state and then replace provider, and from which provider to which provider you want to replace, you can provide like this, so that the information in the state file will be changed to the new provider, okay. Same AWS provider, but from the different source you are getting it, okay. So that's about the things you can do using this state replace provider command, okay. So this completes the state commands, and in our next lecture we'll focus on other commands. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. So if you want to delete this, you can delete the non-Terraform managed resource, okay. That's also one important thing. I really don't want to manage this. I can go ahead and then terminate it, okay. Only one which is managing via Terraform I am going to hold, which is nothing but which is coming up now, okay. Non-Terraform managed resource I already terminated it now, okay. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.